Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy Sir Drinks Salon. You've tuned into a lap of the drink review series. I mean, it is a. Let me give you some excuse. Excuse me. It's morning. It's Tuesday, just before Thanksgiving holiday. So I have today and then tomorrow. I got a 4-day vacation. Woo! I am thinking about finishing up a special project. Actually, y'all have seen it, the Red Dwarf project. I basically, the only things left are to mount the asteroid part to the bottom of the Red Dwarf. Though, technically, I don't have to do that because there are renditions of the Red Dwarf without the asteroid attached. So, technically, I'm close to being done. The only other thing is to have the white spot painted on the front with Red Dwarf painted in red. So, technically, I'm almost done. I mean, really. Sorry. Very sleepy. So, if I'm going to do something about that sleepiness, by the way, and I hope you all have a great holiday, I have Bones Coffee Company has some coffees that I may end up having to get a bunch of them and just do those videos. And those will definitely help me get up there. Because they have a lot of different flavors. But one particular one is a cold brew latte, cinnamon bun flavored, called Cinnabon. I think that's kind of neat. I think it is. 210 calories though, a little high, but yeah. 3 grams of fat. That's 8 grams total fat. Sorry, 3 grams of 6. Sorry, very small print. 6 grams of fat. 15 milligrams of cholesterol, 180 milligrams of sodium, and 31 grams of carbs, where 26 of those are from sugars. Yeah. 255 milligrams of caffeine. Does contain milk. Gently serve chilled over ice. Ooh. I didn't see that. I don't have any fancy schmancies up here. I do have... Oh, yes. This right here. There's a F on it for failed. No, this was a wedding present. Yes, I kept these. Probably because it has my initial on it. For my last name. And yeah, the ex-wife did not take these. I wonder why. No, her father gave them to me. And, well, not the pillar of the community. I always enjoyed most of our chats. He was a bit more right-winged and religious than myself. And there were some things that he was not, in the past. But we don't speak ill of the dead. Well, Hitler, but nowhere near that. But I called him Pops, and he kept up with me and talked with me a little bit after the divorce and everything, and he was very upset to see that happen. But I was still Sunny Boy. He still treated me. Treated me like a son-in-law? Oh, no. But he still treated me affectionately, and that really was his saving grace. He really was a good guy, at least in that respect. Look at that. This is chilled over ice. This is very chilled. And that is a big old chunk of ice. Don't yell at me. Sorry, I think Lucy yelling from the bedroom. Mmm. That's not bad. Does have a this is a coffee, the strong coffee flavor. Kind of hits up at the top a little bit, but Bones Coffee Company has a lot of options when it comes to their coffees. And they also sold this Fallout Vault, like the cups from the Vault in Fallout, the series that came out. the blue coffee cups. And I happen to have one. It's at work. I drink out of it a lot. I think I might look into getting some more Bones coffee and trying those, because at least those, it's not an energy drink, but it's still coffee, and I can drink those every other morning or something, not back to back. It's not bad. There's a bit of a light. Yeah, it seems it's like I don't want to say sour, but there's it's that note right there at the end. It's like it's sweet, but then it's like there's a slight bend to the flavor. Also, enough in the can to make a decent amount of drink, where you're not just out of it after the first few sips, the way that like the smaller cans are. Obviously, it's bigger can, it's got more, but it's not a huge can. So, but it's a decent amount of the coffee, especially for how much caffeine it's got. Oh, yeah, good stuff. Anyway, yeah, honestly, I give it. It's good. It's just not my fave. I'm going to give it 2 on the 5 scale because when it comes to degrees of coffee, this is a bit lower. Sorry. Alarm went off. It's But on the 10 scale, I'll give it a 5. It's right there. I might have it again, but it's not really a jam. But it's okay. It's okay. Good stuff. I'll have to see how some of the others do. I wonder if it's going to be similar to the other coffees, the pop culture, to where it's got the same coffee flavor with the same kind of bitter, but sometimes they work off better with others. Now this has got milk in it, so the milk isn't going to be the saving grace. Because I added milk to those other ones, and they were good. But the regulars, yeah. But those were what they were going to be. They were just cold coffees. This is a latte. This also has. It does say it contains milk, and it is creamy, but I want to be more generous, really. We'll go 3 and a 5. It gets 3, and it gets a 5. So it's middle of the road. Get some more coffee, I guess, but it's a lot of caffeine. We'll have to see how that affects me through the day. But definitely want to get up to a good start. Absolutely. But I'm gonna get my shoes on I'm going to get Gien back inside and get some loving off of some of these animals before I go to work. And then I'm going to come home and probably, I don't know. I've got stuff I gotta do. I probably should put up the dishes. They're in the dishwasher. Got clothes that need to be folded and put up. I am thinking very strongly about moving some stuff around in the house and putting up the Christmas tree this year. Which part of me is kind of like, because I have cats who has seen a Christmas tree but tends to get up in it but doesn't do a whole lot of mess with it. And then I've got a new little fur baby who's never seen a Christmas tree. That'll be interesting if I decide to do it. And again, I don't know how you take to a tree. I don't think he's going to be bad with a tree. And he doesn't walk around just smacking everything with his tail. So, he may be fine with it. But I've got to move some stuff around, put some stuff back in storage. I got to reorganize the back bedroom. I need to clear it out and make it more of a personal space / extra bedroom. I need to work on the master bedroom. So there's a lot of things to do. And I'll have a bit of time to do those over the holiday, but I will probably do a lot of sleeping because I'm exhausted. And if I end up going anywhere, my social battery is going to be even worse. So, anyway. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you have a great holiday. I hope you enjoy whatever festivities, whether you do it on your own, which is purely fine. You don't have to go and do things. Then, of course, there's tradition. And you know what? Sometimes, if you haven't seen family all year, doing it for a day or two is not going to kill you. And you may learn some things about what's going on with your family when you have not been a person who likes to spend time with your family. Also, we have to deal with a lot of crappy shit in the world, and sometimes even dealing with a bad situation is experience. Unfortunately. I know there have been certain situations that I would have avoided, but the fact that I went through them allowed me to recognize other situations that those happen. I'm not saying deliberately get hit by a bus, but you have control of what you do in the places that you're at. So if you go to a situation, if you go to a family reunion or something, or whatever, and there are people who you do want to see, mind you. If you don't want to see nobody, don't go. But, yeah, if you've got some cool family, but there's going to be a douchebag there and you don't want to get into it with them, you don't. You go there, if you want, eat some food, talk to people you do. That person approaches you, or a situation with a family members happens, you do this. And you go home. What are they going to say? What could they say that would even matter? Oh, you left out of Thanksgiving after Uncle so-and-so asked you. Yeah. You should recognize that. And I'll do it again. You didn't throw up your hands. You didn't toss anything. You didn't get pissed off at Aunt so-and-so for saying shit. You just said, I'm out. Have a good one. Happy holidays. You don't have to take that shit. And leaving doesn't mean that, hey, they're right. No. They'll think they're right whether you argue with them or not. Save yourself the conversation. I mean, there's something to be said for having a conversation, being able to conversation, but when you know you're not going to get anywhere with the conversation, it's so frustrating. Because, justifying not communicating with people when you should, or when you should say when you later will say, I wish I'd said my piece, versus, all the possibilities. But for your own sanity, you make your own choices and just be like, you know what, I'm not going to do this. And you can also just not go, as I've said. But, yeah. Anyway. And sometimes holidays are great. You're going to get to see all the kids. You know, you get to see family members you haven't seen in a while. So if you have those kind of holidays, enjoy them. You know, if you're the one planning and you're exhausted by it, but you got to spend some time with family, you know everybody was happy, even a little bit of your own expense of your sanity, and you're happy with that, kudos to you, you know? So, anyway. I hope you all are doing well. As always, I'm Sir Drinks a Lot, and I'm wishing you health and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop, or the last turkey leg, or the last slice of ham, or the last thing that has tofu in it. I don't know what you do. Yeah, y'all take care, and I'll see you next time.